As somebody who loves disc golf and wants to actually get better at the game, one of the things that I find hard is finding the time to practice, to improve my disc golf game. Like many of you, I have a full-time job, I have a wife, I have 2 kids, I have a 2-year-old and a 9-month-old. So you know my life is a little crazy right now. You know I'm not getting a ton of sleep. I have friends, I have hobbies, I have other activities and responsibilities in my life. Finding time to practice can be really, really difficult. So one of the things I'm trying to do to create more space, more time, more margin on my life, to do the things I love, but also to be able to focus on disc golf, improve my game. Oh, here on the lens, killed it. Is to integrate practice into the other things that I'm already doing, like exercise. Out here in the home gym, we're lifting some weights today, getting our workout in. I try and get out here 3 times a week. Doesn't always happen. Sometimes more though on a good week. So what I'm gonna try and do, try and get my putting practice in while I lift my weights. In between sets, if I can, try and make some putts. Got enough space here to work on some 15, 20, maybe some 25 footers. Let's see how it goes. So a couple things in particular that I'm actively trying to focus on here with my putt. My issue has been inconsistency, and because of that inconsistency, I have no confidence on the putting green. So what I'm really trying to focus on is when I do my reach back, whatever you call this piece of the putt, the pull back, trying to pull back in a straight line from the basket to the middle of my body and then extending straight through. That's one. Finishing with that hand open, straight at the heart of the chain, straight at the basket. So straight line on that lever. And then in terms of power, I'm trying to emphasize spin more. I've kind of been a sploosh putter, spin and push in the past. I'm really trying to focus on getting more spin because I've always struggled to get those longer circle 2 putts to the basket without needing a ton of arm motion, like a huge throw almost, which is really hard for my aim and consistency. So I'm really working on this right here. Just trying to get the finger spin. Calvin Heinberg talks about this a little bit, just getting that spin, that pop off the fingers. So getting consistent with that, along with this and that, that's the focus. See, that feels pretty good. That feels consistent. That feels repeatable. The one other thing I forgot to mention that I'm trying to focus on, and this is kind of just from watching Paul Macbeth putt this weekend at the PCS Open, is that back foot, trying to get that back foot on the toe, on the ball to heel to really push off. And then I always notice his back leg, his left leg, kind of like tucks behind him. That's kind of, see, let me, hold on. I didn't have so much junk in the way. Sort of on the toe, he pushes off and then almost kicks back. Can you see that? Something like that. I don't know what that's about. Maybe it's like a counterbalance, but it seems to work. All that talking, and I'm over my rest time. We gotta get a set in. So lately, I've been having a little bit of pain, my wrists, my elbow, especially on the right hand. So bringing out the wraps today for the bench, probably for the row. A little extra compression, a little extra support. Never hurt, always a good idea. Better to be safe than sorry. Also, if you haven't noticed, it's a little toasty out here. Middle Tennessee, it's hot, it's humid. Heat index is around 100 today with the humidity. It's a chalk, you gotta have the chalk. Oh, brutal out here. Putting with the wrist straps on, no good. So a couple other things that I've found helpful in putting practice, both in making it more fun and more effective, is to make a game out of it. There's apps like Putt 365 or 360, I don't know what exactly that app is called, but essentially you make a game, you set distances, you putt 10 feet, more tired I get, the harder it is to talk. You make a game, you set distances, say 10 feet, 20 feet, 25 feet, 30 feet. You putt 10 putts from each and you keep track of how many you make. And then every time you putt, you just try and beat your score. It's a little thing, but it's a little mental trick for me that just makes it more fun. It makes it a little competitive. I want to beat my score. I'm having fun. I'm keeping track. So you can give that a try if you're not doing that already. The other thing, which you're experiencing through my speech, that I like about combining exercise with putting is that in some way it kind of simulates putting later in the round, and also putting under pressure, putting in difficult circumstances, putting with adversity. I don't know about you, but for me, when I putt at home, just practice putting, I'm usually pretty good. I can make a lot of them, but as soon as I get out on the course in an actual situation where the putt matters, the mental piece kind of goes kaboom, the putt falls apart, and that's where I need to practice. So any way I can find in my practice putting at home to add extra pressure or adversity to make that putt in any way resemble more of a tournament pressure putt is a win in my books. So I'm curious, for those of you with busy lives, full-time jobs, families, a lot else going on, who are also passionate about disc golf, especially improving their game, becoming a better all-around player, what tips and tricks do you have for finding time, creating margin, being able to love disc golf, improving your skill set, but at the same time, press into your other responsibilities? Let me know in the comments down below. Any tips and tricks would be wonderful. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Thanks for joining me for my workout and putting session. Hopefully something in here was helpful to you. Maybe try gamifying your putting. Maybe try combining it with your exercise or something else you have going on in your life. Kill two birds with one stone. As always, my name's Andrew Wood, and this is what I mean by the journey is the destination. Let's enjoy it together. See you in the next one.